Hello, this is an assessment of a Yamaha G3 1975. The piano's been used extensively in an institution and suffered cosmetically as well as obviously getting worn out at the same time. Here you can see quite a lot of damage to the polyester casework. There's a piece of veneer missing there and lots of scratching on the piano as a whole. On the long side here is some scrape marks, probably when it was moved it was not handled too well. And on the top there's a lot of scratching, so no doubt about this piano needing repolishing if it's going to have any value. Piano stool, by the way, this is a good quality piano stool, but as you can see, this shows you how much playing's been done. This outdates the piano, I think, so it probably is older than the piano. There may not be. This is the top quality mechanism, but as you can see, it's becoming disjointed, dried out, so needs repairing. Pedals also show how much wear there is on the piano. See, the sustain pedal used a lot more obviously than the unicorda, and you can see it's even slightly different shape. Our soundboard and bridges are not damaged, just very, very dirty, and dirt's got through, as you can see. Drink's been spilled as well, I should think. So generally not in good condition, though no cracks on the soundboard at all. Tuning pins are tight, and the tone of the piano and the bass is extremely good for a Yamaha of this age, and I just wonder whether this bottom area here has been restrung. It's just a very rich bass. If you put German strings on a Yamaha, you can greatly improve the tone of the strings because they're much better made than the originals. A bit curious, somebody stamped the date here, 20th of April 2017, so I don't know what that is. Perhaps it's a tuning date. The tone is very harsh here, and it's also very hard sounding. And the regulation is not good. The set-off here should be ideally 2 millimeters away from the string. It's probably around about half an inch. So say it's 7 or 8 millimeters longer than that, I think. And not setting off at all, although the springs are working well. Let's have a look at the action now. Looking at the keys, there's lots of lateral movement here, so that's just wear really, and the key bushings need replacing, although possibly you could turn what we call the cricket bats here, that's the front rail pins, that you're able to turn those to take up the slack, which it will do, I think, but for a lot of wear. Looking at the hammers, we can see why the tone is harsh and indistinct. A lot of wear. They've been refaced. If you look at the slightly rough felt here, that's a sure sign it's been refaced. In other words, sanded across, and also since then they've gone very flat, so it's probably been refaced once. Those two needle marks there show that someone's had a go at voicing it, probably since the refacing. They're quite hard. Yamaha hammers tend to go hard. They don't soften up like, say, Bechstein hammers do, but the end here is very, very hard, very harsh, and too much hammer hitting the string, so you don't get a distinct, the harmonics don't come out very clearly, and so generally lack of variety in the tone as well. Regulation's also out here. This shouldn't be sitting on this felt there, it should be about there, so someone's had a go at regulating it anyway. There is some aftertouch, but it should come up. Basically, we need new hammers. There's no any way to get anything decent tone out of this, and you can put new hammers on Yamahas without any problem. We do normally change hammers, shanks and rollers. Let's see if actually the screws here are quite tight, so not desperately needing that, but the rollers definitely, they'll be very flat. Changing those will bring the hammer up anyway, and that's the best solution because then it feels smooth. It's a bit choppy at the moment. So that's an assessment of a Yamaha G3 that's about 6 foot long, 1975, and it's been extensively used in an educational establishment. And the hammers really, they've been refaced once and they're very flat again, so they're hitting far too much of the string, and around here is very harsh and indistinct. You can't get any variety of tone at all. The touch is also very uncontrollable. There's good feature, and the bass is good, the tuning is reasonably stable, but the case is very bad too. So if it was a stock piano, we really wouldn't restore it, we'd trade it on. So thank you very much for listening.